the blue corner, standing in at 5'0". From Chicago, Illinois, fighting out of the middle of fucking nowhere, Alabama, Jacob Beans. And in the red corner, standing in as high as a giraffe's ass, fighting out of Moonshine Hills, Tennessee, Cody, the mouth of the South. Woo! It's the Inside the Minds of Fighting podcast.
All right, guys. What's up?
Is up?
Look, all right, so Josh couldn't be on tonight, so I was like, I'm going to probably throw some breaking news out later on about some BYB stuff. So I thought, I was like, holy shit, let's have a 30 for 30. I mean, the original. I got Jake. Wait a second. He's on this side to me. Jake, look. Just tell them you just had a baby. You got some crazy stuff going on. You can tell them what you got going on. I'm gonna share this shit and get everybody ready.
No, I ain't been around in a minute. Had a new baby, second little girl. I know you were used to a house full of girls. I'm getting used to it. Even the dog, all girls, and me. So it's nice to be back. Talk to everybody, interact, say what's up, catch up on some stuff that I've missed. And that's it, man. I'm back.
So Jake, we got Jeff, the SuperFan on. Look, this dude is Macho Man Randy Savage. He's gonna be on in just a little bit. I mean, it's gonna be epic when he comes on. It's gonna be like legendary. And then we might have somebody on to talk about the BKFC women's division. But I heard Richard the Cure that's been calling me out. I think he might pop on. So once he pops on, we might have some interesting stuff. But while we're doing that, I was just going to ask you, Jake. I mean, do you remember when we went back in the day, long journeys ago, back when everybody thought Brandon was a real fighter? When this show begun, we didn't even know what fucking StreamYard was, did we? Tell everybody. I mean, you were there. He was there at the beginning.
We came a long way. We did pre-recorded shows, and it used to take me 5-6 hours to edit 45 minutes because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. We figured it out.
Yeah, Richard's in the chat. Richard's in the chat. Hey, and check this out. Look, so I went down to Miami last week while we're waiting on him. I'm still sharing stuff. So we were down there. We met with Mike. Did a lot of stuff, and you remember? It's been months and months ago. Every day I used to say it every day at work. Everybody used to laugh at me. What did I tell you, Jake? I was going to be
the redneck Joe Rogan,
BYB. And look, guys,
Joe Rogan.
I'm going to kind of break a story here. It's not until the press release, but there is going to be a press release. But I'm Joe, kind of. I'm the redneck. I guess you could say that. It's going to be on the BYB network. We're going to be talking some crazy shit. I got some sponsors coming along. Yeah, dude. I mean, literally, check this out. I had a conversation yesterday, Jake. No lie. I wanted to wait till you tell. A legit agent reached out to me, a really person that works in the media business, and said, "Hey, bro," I said, "I thought I was getting punked. I swear to God, I thought it was your voice." And that's why I sent you a message. I was like, what's, hey Jay, how you doing? I thought it was you, but no, people are really reaching out about it now. So we went from not even knowing what we're doing to this right here. So Jay,
I mean, we still
so it's crazy. So look, first off, Jake, first off, like Andrew Toppin's in the house. I'm gonna hit Andrew's down there. He's training in Puerto Rico right now with Elvin. So I don't know. Andrew's got a fight coming up. And you remember there's a lot of people that's been with the show since the beginning. And look, I ain't even shared. Jake, you remember when we would only get like one view and they'd be like, "Who are you dumb fucks?" Like, yeah. So, you know what show broke us? It had to be the Bare Knuckle Management Susan show where she talked about all the dicks on her show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that one was a good one, actually.
That was it. But anyway, man, so while we're waiting.
We've had a bunch, though.
Oh, dude. Epic stuff, man. So So since we're waiting on Superfan, I'm gonna ask you: Have you been watching any BKFC or any BYB? Have you been keeping up with any of the sport or anything?
A little bit of BYB. BKFC is kind of it's down a slippery slope. It's not. They were on the up and up, and a lot of drama over there. Can't really get into. It's not what it used to. Great fighters, amazing fighters, but that organization is questionable.
Well, the one thing I don't like about it
is coming up for real,
dude. Look. Hey, Andrew, tell Richard to hop on. I've been waiting for him. He's in the chat room. He's been calling me out, talking about. He said he's gonna take care of me for Nate Shook and David. And look, Nate Shook is the worst matchmaker in the history of matchmaking because Richard got the fight for BKFC. Swear to God. You look, I thought he was bad. Well, actually, Mallow. Brandon Mallow and Richard fighting in BKFC. How can you be a matchmaker in that? In bare knuckle, Jake.
I know. Especially with all, but it's crazy how they keep getting these names, Now with Mendez coming in, we'll see what Mendez can do. I mean, I don't think he's going to win, but I mean, you never know. If Paige would have won her 2 fights, at least one of them, it would have coming up. Thiago Alves, Chad Mendez, a lot of big name guys that people who don't know BKFC but know what those fighters are. It could have been something.
You know what their problem is though? Chad's a wrestler.
I know.
And you know who I think they're going to make him fight? Diego said he's waiting for physical. I think he's going to fight Diego Sanchez. That's going to be, let's see who's punch drunk. It's going to be wrestler versus punch drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Chad, I don't know. We'll see what he can do.
Hey, look, look, you know who I think, if I was them, man, well, you remember, why don't they go after some of those classic strikers, man? Those crazy motherfuckers, like what was the guy that, we talked about him. He fought St. Pierre. It messed his eye up. He has the blonde hair. Fucking Koscheck.
Oh, Josh Koscheck.
Why don't they go get somebody like that? A guy that just wants to get punched.
So damn old.
He's the same age as fucking Diego Sanchez. He was on Tough One, Jake. Diego Sanchez was Tough One.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, Jake. Look, I watch a lot of shows, but I'm going to tell you, the SuperFan is, I'm a fan of the SuperFan because one of my favorite wrestlers growing up was Macho Man Randy Savage. And when you see, you're gonna feel the, ooh, yeah, I feel it. So we got the Super in on. We're about to talk some crazy shit, Jake. You got him on. Pop him on, Jake. Let's do this shit.
Hey, how's it going, Jake?
All right. I can't even see with these glasses on, though. I can't even see.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Look, man. Look, I was telling Jake, I said, man, look, I swear to God, if I wasn't paying attention and I closed my eyes, I would think I'd be talking to Macho. Can you give me a ooh, yeah? Can I get a ooh, yeah, brother?
Oh, yeah, brother.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, that's it.
I don't know. You think so?
Yeah, if I close my eyes with how intoxicated I am, it's Randy.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know, man.
Rest in peace, though. Rest in peace, Randy.
Absolutely, man. Truth be told, Macho Man Randy Savage is part of the inspiration behind the character that I've put together with the SuperFan. So, yeah, he kind of nailed it with that. He's part of it. And, yeah, man, Lanny Poffo also out there, Leaping Lanny Poffo, the genius, Randy Macho Man's brother. Yeah, man, he's a super cool guy, man. And it's with utmost respect to his brother that there is some inspiration of Macho Man behind the character. Absolutely no disrespect meant. I've made a couple memes and whatnot that have had a picture of myself, Macho Man, and good old Goldie with his virtually identical. And yeah, man, so pretty cool that you caught on to that a bit.
Oh, dude, look, I thought you was Macho Man's brother, man. I swear to God, I was sitting there. I was like, all right, look, Jake, check this out. This is Mike Goldberg. He interviewed Mike Goldberg last week, and it was one of the best interviews. I loved his interview with Mike Goldberg. And I feel like this guy, when I need news on bare knuckle, real about bare knuckle,
Yeah.
I always look at this guy because this guy kind of knows everything about bare, like with Ragnarok over there and what they got going on, and I keep up with them a lot. I've had them on the show to BYB. So Jeff, where do you want to go with this first? You start the conversation off with us. You can tell us what's going on, man.
I don't know, you guys. Where should I start? Maybe a little history to the SuperFan himself and where the character came from. So some health issues, man. I got some mental health challenges that have come after an MRI that I had. And while I was inside that MRI machine, I had what I can only refer to as an incident now. But I had what resulted after that was about 2.5 years of seizures and really messing up my mind. So from there, I used to work with kids with special needs. Well, people with special needs because they grew into adults, and I stayed working with them. And during that period of time is when that happened, right? So I was taken away from the job that I was working and loving doing. And what I ended up doing was I was like 2.5 years unemployed, no pay, and couldn't pay to get into any of the local mixed martial arts shows. So what I did was I put a challenge out to one of the local shows and told them I'd get a tattoo. I had no tattoos. And I told them, I started off like, I'll be the janitor. I'll come clean up the floors. I'll clean the blood off the ring apron.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever I got to do. Just like give me entrance. And they weren't answering nothing that I was trying. And I put it out there that, hey, you know what? I'll get a tattoo of your logo on my skin if you give me entrance to the event. And it was like 10 minutes later, I get a message from the owner, Jay Galshani of Battlefield Fight League. And they said,
"Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about."
Yeah. If you're serious about that, we'll bring you in.
Wait.
And
Wait, can we see the tattoo?
Absolutely, brother.
Fuck yeah!
This is the coolest thing ever. Hell yeah!
Man.
Look.
Check that out, hey. Battlefield Fight League.
You know what? That is the coolest thing. Look, I love stories like that, man. That's the craziest thing, man. I love that, man. Jake. That's fucking cool,
awesome.
Man.
That's cool. Hey, can I introduce somebody here? I got a super special guest here that would like to just come in and say hello if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't mind at all.
Awesome. Hey, come on over here, Little Soup.
So this is Little Soup. Now. I always hear you say Little Soup. So that's Little Soup. I got
Little Soup. This is my daughter here.
Well, dude, at least you can do that.
Hear me.
At least you can introduce your daughter. If I brought my kids in here, they'd knock my stuff down. They'd be screaming, "Hey, Daddy, Daddy, I'm on TV. Let's go." They go crazy. So that's a good thing there.
Yeah, your kids would go crazy over it, hey? Here, put it in. You do it. She wants to
hey, you're on a live show. You're on the live show if you can hear me. I'm here.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hey.
Use your voice.
Hi.
There you go.
Hey, we hear you.
Remember? What do we say?
Hey.
Hello, world.
Hello, world.
Hi.
Awesome.
Salute.
Can you go back with Mama Kay? I'm on live right now. You want to sit for a
Hey,
minute?
no, she's famous now, man.
She's going to be part of this.
You ripped off. Yeah, look, you lost your show. Now you're just moving off the set. You got to. It's over now. You're the producer.
What I will have to do is be very careful with my language. that's the one.
I got you. No.
When I get going, I tend to get going. So.
Wait.
Oh yeah, we'll make. Okay, so.
Look at Jake's got his daughter there too.
I love you.
I can't do that. I could. My kids are not here, but they'll go crazy when they come in. You might hear them. But, so let me ask you. So we'll talk. You saw the last BYB card, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, brother.
All right, man. Look, We were there, man. Okay, so I was standing ringside beside Mike when the white boy incident where everybody was going crazy. That I got hit in the back of the head with a beer can, and when they threw the beer at Jomi was screaming in the ring because they hit his girl. The second beer can hit me, and look, I jumped up in the crowd, and the security guys was jerking me out of the crowd. I was like, and they thought I was mad. I was loving it. I was like screaming, fighting, going crazy. But man, I know once the opens up, man, you got to get over here. That was the best atmosphere, man, I've been a part of at a fight. UFC, Bellator, it was crazy. It was like a psycho soccer environment, man.
I can just imagine. I know that. Can I have that, please? You got to go back with Mom now. I know that with Mike and with Mel. I've been talking with them extensively, and the show that they put on and the way how they treat the fighters, the guests, the media, allowing the media to move around inside of the venue to be able to get those proper shots and all of that, man. And just going above and beyond for everybody. The people there at BYB Extreme, absolutely, man. They're I can hardly wait until I can get down there to see one of their events live.
Dude, it was. I was trying to tell Jake. I was trying to tell Jake. Jake, I was right around time. He just had his new baby right around that time. Right. And I was like, dude, this is freaking crazy, man. He was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I've never seen nothing like this in my life. Just the environment. And afterwards, people were willing to kill for their fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really that was what I got from their fans. They were ready to die for White Boy that night. You know what I'm saying? And I love that.
Absolutely. So you could hear it on the pay-per-view as well.
Bye.
Bye. I was standing right there, and when the referee came up to him, he was rocked, but he was still functional talking. He was just kind of being funny. He was like, he hit me in the back of the head, and the referee was like, blah 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 blah. But they took the fight away. What was your favorite fights of that night, man?
Oh man, I loved the main event. Actually, man, Christine Stanley and Patty Juarez. Holy damn, man, was that a fight or what? That was absolutely phenomenal.
They could have went 5 more rounds too. I mean, I'm talking about, it was crazy, man.
Yeah, I love the fact that it was a 7-round bout for the championship titles, right? Like that's a pretty cool aspect, getting those extra couple rounds in there. And yeah, absolutely, they threw down, man, and that was one hell of a fight. The end of the fight, the respect that was shown as well.
Yes, man.
It's so cool to see that between fighters, and you see it in other sports and in other combat sports, but in bare knuckle, it in my opinion, it truly is. That respect is genuinely shown, and it comes across more times than not at the end of the fights.
Yeah. Look, man, I was sitting there. It kind of had that blood sport at the end when he wins and everybody's chanting for him. Yeah. I was sitting there and everybody was just screaming, and I was like, it was a different atmosphere with those, with the way the women. Let's just say a lot of organizations, you got to be a certain way to fight, things like that. They were honoring them for like warrior. Like I thought they were going to build outside of a monument. It was crazy in there. Yeah, like a shrine. I swear to God, they're going to pray to the women. Yeah. But
well, the whole event actually was just smoking. It was super awesome. The card was really, really well. Thank you very much, my dear. And yeah, the whole event, it made me want. I felt like I was there watching it on the bigger screen, but it really made me want to be there. And they've extended the invitation to me that I'm more than welcome to come down to the shows and gain entrance, and I'm absolutely going to take them up on that. Yeah, man, very, very cool events that they put on.
I was going to tell you, like off the air, because they haven't announced stuff. We got a lot of cool stuff. So once you can come to the thing, we'll get the SuperFan involved. I promise you. We got a lot of stuff going. Because
Yeah,
look,
man,
I'll try to
I'm
tell you,
interested.
look, like you're the. That's what I tell everybody. Like you're like just how like just not for organizational, for instance, like you talk about Ragnarok, you love the fight game, and
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
lot of people, they don't really love the fight game, or they don't. You actually love it and everything. Just the fight game too, man. You don't give yourself credit, but I was gonna ask you. You saw Gabriel's fight, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Somebody just brought that up. What'd you think about? I feel like that was Gabriel's first bare knuckle fight.
Yeah,
he learned a lot. He looked good.
He looked really good. He was supposed to be on the fight card. I think the one right before it.
Right before, he got hurt right before it.
Yeah, so it's
a quick turnaround. That's nice recovery. That's that Turp House Farms recovery.
Hey, there you go. A Turp House Farms recovery. Nice.
Hey,
good plug, man. Good plug.
Yeah. His jab that night.
Yeah, he was working.
It was amazing.
And he's got footwork. He's got the whole game, man. He's got the whole deal. When that title is available, he's going to be wearing that belt. I can almost guarantee it that he'll be a BYB Extreme Fighting Series champion. And he's got good management behind him too with Rock.
Oh yeah, it's Joe Mack, baby.
Yeah,
it's fucking Joe Mack.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The world of bare knuckle, getting to meet these people and whatnot. Being a fan, right? Like, because that's what I am. I'm a fan.
Yeah, that's what I am
too. I'm not a manager. I'm a fan. And I've managed to finagle my way into doing certain things through my fandom. So
hey, hey, everybody's a fan, man. Either you're a fighter or a fan.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, when I was going through that stuff, no, thank you, not right now. When I was going through that stuff after the seizures and whatnot, and I was trying to break out of that those mental health blocks that I was essentially having. There was a guy, Mike Kyle. He used to fight with World Series of Fighting and Pro Fight League. He fought on Toe the Line Fight Series against Bobo O'Bannon. Right? Yes. That's the guy right there, man. I was watching an interview of his, and I don't remember who was conducting it, but he was talking about how you don't let the obstacles that are placed in your way of stop you from achieving your goals. And he had the goal of becoming champion. And this was after a loss, and he was talking about his loss and how he wasn't going to let that stop. This is just a speed bump in the road. It's not going to stop me from where I'm going. And that, just hearing that come out of him and watching him in the face of defeat, being so honorable in that and showing that true fighting warrior spirit, that, man, that's the moment that I told myself that I wasn't going to let the mental challenges that I was struggling from stop me from achieving the goals that I wanted to do. And it was like 3 months later that I put that. I'm watching all my stuff on like UFC Fight Pass and stuff like that, right? I'm getting all my combat sports online. I can't watch any of the events live, and I made that offer to Battlefield Fight League. They took me up on it, and they essentially branded me as a super fan because of it, right? So yeah,
you're branded.
Yeah, and branded literally. You got it, man. And I wear it proudly, man. There's
hey, that's a cool tattoo, dude. I think I'm gonna get me a BYB one. I don't know yet.
Hey, I when I was talking with Goldie when I interviewed him, he was mentioning that I should go and get a BYB tattoo as well. I put a challenge out, my YouTube channel kind of deal there. Hey, the Fonz's office for any of you YouTubers out there. I put a challenge out, and it was something about either getting one of my fighters from Canada onto a fight card. I would have shaved my head like Dada 5000s, and they never saw it, so it didn't happen. But I was telling Mike about that and telling Goldie that, and he was telling me that, oh, maybe you should go for a tattoo then.
When I was at that event, I was at the weigh-ins, and I saw Mike Goldberg right when I first got there. I went right up to him. I was supposed to interview him, but he ended up having to go to a production meeting. And we were talking for about 10 minutes, and he was so nice, but it was weird. Wow. Like I said, can you just say my name? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, can you say Cody Travis, moves left, jab, leg kick, something like that? And he said it. And I was just like, hold on. damn it, get my phone out. Can you say everything like because I just wanted him to say my name and he was like, I was like, I don't want to go full fanboy on you right now, you know.
Yeah, no,
like
I get
fanboy. But he was so cool, man. Like he was I know off the air when you were probably talking to him, he's the same off the air as he on the air. He's one cool.
Yeah, absolutely 100%. He he gave me over 2 hours of his time. Like it was mind-boggling, man, for me being a fan and watching him on the big screen all the time, you know. And then I interviewed Mel, right? Mel Valenzuela, the matchmaker for BYB Extreme. And Mel was like, you know what? He calls me a couple days later and he says, oh, you know what? Goldie saw the interview and he really liked it. And he'd be cool if you wanted to interview him. And I was like, what? Like, really? Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, Mel, absolutely. Thank you, Mel, brother. Thank you very much.
Hey, Mel, look, Mel came on my show just 2 weeks ago, and his daughter was in the hospital. Yeah. And he still came on my show.
I saw that.
He didn't do the video because he was in there. And I was like, a lot of people at other organizations, you can't even get them on when they're going out to eat. You know, they're making excuses. Like he was like, he says, I'm going to be on. Don't worry. I might not be on video, but my audio. And I was like, oh shit, okay, really? Yeah.
But how honorable is that, right? Like he's a super fan too, though, right? Like just like you guys are too, man. You guys don't have this podcast because you're casuals.
Right.
Yeah, right. I don't sit there. Yeah. We're fans. That's why I try to tell everybody. And see, a lot of people, that's where I think the media is messing up with in sports right now, is like all kinds of sports fact of they forget that they're fans.
For sure.
Everybody's a fan. And for instance, there's fighters I can't stand, but the only way I ever talk bad about a fighter is if they really bash me.
Sure.
That's kind of how I've always been. But no, I love the fan thing, man. But I have to ask you, man. I know you're doing stuff with Ragnarok. And I love the Viking. I love the Viking stuff. I'm a Viking enthusiast. What's going on there, man?
Okay, so Ragnarok, bare knuckle fighting. They're an organization out in Norway. They're headed up by Stanley the Viking von Hofstetter and Andrew Bakewell. Andrew's from England and Stan's from Norway. And they got this bare knuckle company put together, man. And they've been facing a lot of not only did they put the company together, but they've got bare knuckle legalized in Norway, where MMA isn't even legalized. They essentially have boxing there. And what they managed to do was get their rule set to mimic glove boxing. They shortened the ring time by shortening the rounds and shortening the length of the rounds, like the amount of rounds and the length of rounds. And they got the authorization to go through. Then they had to put in like a governing body and all of this legwork that people don't really see. They just see the pay-per-view and the promos leading up to it and whatnot. But not only did they have to do that for an event where they had England versus Norway, the Saxons versus the Vikings, COVID went and messed all of that up. And Norway has these requirements to get into Norway, which automatically took the entire English team, the Saxons, and made them ineligible to be able to compete. They didn't fit the requirements to make it into Norway and to be able to fight in time. So in the last few weeks, they've gone ahead and formulated a completely different fight card that's still going to be 8 or 9, 10 fights that are on that card, with 3 championship titles up for grabs. Like it's phenomenal what they've managed to do. And that event is going to be now titled Ragnarok, Road to Valhalla. Team versus Team Loki.
Yeah, I love it, man, for the fact of I love the where it's going to be at. It actually looks like a pit for Vikings trying to kill each other.
So cool.
I thought I was watching the movie.
Right? The organization themselves, I've talked with the fighters. I've had some interviews. I interviewed Shannon the Cannon Rich and Saman Savankovic, Shrek. So I interviewed both of those gentlemen. Everything that I'm hearing from them, from the other fighters that I've talked with, from the Shield Maidens, everything about the organization is that these guys are absolutely phenomenal. They look after everybody. They're on the phones with everybody, talking to them. They're not making them wait weeks at a time for information. They're, as soon as it's available, they're talking with them and getting that out there to them. And they've extended that exact same feelings and gratitude to myself as well. And it just absolutely has blown me away, right? Like, it's every fan's dream to be able to do something for, well, maybe not every fan's dream, but it's this fan's dream to actually be able to do something with an organization and to do something to promote them positively while still just being myself. And Ragnarok has allowed me that opportunity with doing some interviews under the Stay Tuned with Jeff the Superfan. That's the branding that's under there, and those are all available on Facebook at WBKF.TV. That's their Facebook page. Yeah, man.
Dude, I love it. I love those when I'm watching. I like the highlights, like when he makes the music and it's kind of got that little battle, doom, doom, doom,
yeah,
doom, 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 you know, doom, 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 doom,
that more drum,
and then it gets pumped up. Look, there's a song out right now. I can't think of the name, but it's a tribal beat, and it gets me pumped up. And it kind of reminds me that it's going doom, 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 doom. So,
nice.
are they really, I know he said, I've been hearing him, he said it too, they're traveling. Is everybody going to be able to make it there for the fights, you think?
So that's why they had to reformulate the fight card. They had to find fighters that were eligible to make it into the country and that were able to make it there and do the isolation period as well. So there were a lot of factors that came into play, but the word behind the scenes is that yes, absolutely. There's the fight card that's going to be presented, and it's going to be available for pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view is like $13 or something, $12.
I know. I thought it's like 13 or $12.99 or something.
Yeah,
it's cheap.
It's very reasonable. What the brand itself is trying to do, and what it is doing, is making a world bare knuckle fighting, right? Like, they're getting the world involved. When they have a world champion, they want it to be a world champion. They don't want two people fighting from two parts of the same woods when they can have the whole earth to choose from. And that's what they're trying to do. They're getting divisions started up in other countries, so like Poland, England. They're working on Australia. They got South Africa, Ireland, Thailand. These are all countries that are already putting the legwork together right now to build their own bare knuckle leagues, and then they're going to have their leagues a part of Ragnarok. Ragnarok's going to be the brand where these other leagues are going to be able to settle their scores and have that Ragnarok themed branding behind them. Yeah, man. So super exciting stuff on the horizon with Ragnarok bare knuckle fighting. And yeah, I'm super stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah. Dan just asked, is it any easier for fighters to come into Canada to fight more so than America?
Well, that's an interesting question. I know that for Canadians to come back into Canada after fighting in America, there's a period of time that they're supposed to stay in a hotel, their isolation period in the hotel. I'm not certain in regards to Americans coming up to fight in Canada and then going back. For the cards that have been here, they've predominantly been Canadian fighters that have been on them. So, yeah, I wish I could be more help with that for you, Dan.
Yeah, let me tell you, I love going to Canada. Look,
That's beautiful here.
Look, I can tell you right now, I'm the herbal guy of the world, and I love Canada for the fact of it. I went there. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Trailer Park Boys in Canada?
Of course.
You should.
Of course.
Okay, like I've met them a few times, but I went before they were famous, like really famous on Netflix and all that shit. I forgot where we were at. We were walking around, and I said, "Who the fuck is that dude?" And I guess they were filming a set or something, but it was Ricky. It was Ricky. Yeah. I said, Ricky. And you know what? The coolest thing he did, he stayed in character the whole time.
They're them, man. Like anytime that I've seen them here, they're them. They're themselves. I've never seen them any differently. Like that.
He said that they
genuinely
took the role. Yeah, that's what he said. He said they took the role over, and he said, and it was funny. I walked up to him. I was like, Ricky. He said, "Give me a fucking cigarette." Right there. And I was like, I don't smoke. And I was like, I smoke weed. He said it's $12 a gram, nothing less. And he just started going at me. And I was like, listen here, where the hell is fucking Cyrus at? You know, I just started going. We sat there. We went to some place. I don't know where it was at. It was a mom and pop's place in the middle of nowhere. And they had hot dogs and stuff like that. And we sat there for a minute, and he kept trying to get Bubbles to come, but Bubbles couldn't come. But I sit there and shot the shit with Ricky. And, you know, he don't really smoke like in real life.
Cigarettes or
like weed.
The good stuff. Oh, really?
Good stuff. Yeah, he does, but it's not like the show. Because look, man, I was like, let's get this party started. You taking me back to the trailer park? Yeah, we're going in here. Where are all these guys at? They're like, nah, we're not doing that, bro.
Oh man.
But I love it up there, man. I know you got. I was going to tell you, Jake had a power outage because their storms were at, and it just cut him. He lost all his service, so he's trying to boot back on. But no, man.
I thought it was something I said.
I sent him a message. I said, "Where'd you go, man?" He said, "Power outage, man. It just cut out." And I know it is kind of stormy where I'm at, but he's 20 minutes from me, so I guess it's worse. But no, man. I was going to tell you, there'll be I'm gonna get together with you like out there because there's gonna be some. There's a BYB will be announcing the show eventually, but they're gonna have an official podcast. Yeah. And
beautiful.
So
nice.
And it's gonna be on their media channel. They're gonna have an official media channel and all that shit, right?
Nice.
So like SuperFan's got to come on. I'm trying to tell you,
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm a super fan, dude.
I'll come hang out with you guys, man, for sure.
I'm your super fan. I don't know how you do it, but that's what I'll tell you. I'm your super fan, man. But look, before you go, man, you give all your shout outs to your sponsors, but you have to do the super fan right here, man. You have to do it. Because I'm gonna edit this and send this to them to get them to put it out there. This is you're speaking to BYB. You're the super fan. And you're here. We got to cut a super fan.
All right, man. Well, first off, I got to throw a super shout out to my skin wizard, the Dead Man, out there at Dead Man Works, Tattoos and Body Piercing. You can't see the banner, but it's up here. He gave me all my skin doodles that I got, and you got to give him a call the next time you want a skin doodle did. I've also So I don't have actual sponsors. I've got collaborators. We collaborate together. So the Dead Man at Dead Man Works Tattoos and Body Piercing. My CBD intake is greensyrup.ca. Greensyrup.ca. Not allowed to say it on Facebook. I forgot I got a 30-day ban for posting their logo. But if you go to greensyrup.ca and you enter SuperFan20, you're going to get 20% off. You're going to get $20 off any product they have on the site. And I also am in collaboration with Swift Pain Relief. You can go to swiftpainrelief.com, SuperFan25 for 25% off all the products that they have. I got to throw a super shout out to my former CBD man, because CBD man was the man for you to contact for all your CBD needs. And I really miss saying that. He dissolved his company. He's a super good dude. And yeah, man, Alex, I hope that you're watching this, not you see this, because props to you, my man. I would not still be here today if it were not for him and the CBD oil that he gave me. My seizures, and I can only speak about my own experiences. The seizures for myself from the CBD oil, my seizures stopped, and I haven't had any seizure activity for over a year and a half. And yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. I had somebody that was before him. We had a little falling out, but I still throw a shout out to THC Truly High Concentrates, because the man was the first guy who stepped up and helped me out with getting myself and my brain under control, man. And Christie's Crystal Corner in Mission, British Columbia. She's a gem, man. Go see her when you're in town looking for crystals and gems. And while there's nothing official with them, I absolutely got to throw a super shout out to you, Howie Lee, at USG Canada. USG, born ready. If you want to feel truly unstoppable, look at these boxing gloves we got for Little Soup. These genuine leather boxing gloves, man, with Wonder Woman on them. These things are, they didn't even skimp on the kids' ones, man. The Velcro on them. USG
That's nice.
Canada.
That's nice.
USG.
Yeah, I actually like those.
You saw Iron Man Jordan Mitchell's walkout gear.
Yes, yes.
With BYB. You saw Christine Knuckle Stanley's walkout gear and her fight gear. USG, baby. Give Howie Lee a jingle dingle and tell him the superfan sent you. That's my those are the people that I'm collaborating with currently at the moment. And yeah, man, there's other things that are in the works, and we'll see what goes with that.
Dude, awesome, man. I just want to tell you, thanks for coming on today and everything.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Anytime you just share your stuff, man, let me know. I like your interviews, man. I love it and everything. So I'm telling you, this is what people need in this fight game. They need characters to get fans involved, and that's what fans do. We're all fans and people. Yeah. And I understand that, you understand it, and that's the game, man. I love it, man.
Yeah,
thank you, man.
I like to refer that I'm a super fan, and then people tell me, no, you're the super fan. The truth behind it is, man, that all that I want to do is inspire other people to allow themselves to be themselves when they're cheering for whoever the hell it is they cheer for, be it a sporting event, be it their kids' card tournament, be it the Olympics, be it the election. I don't even care, man. If you're getting behind somebody, get behind somebody. Be the super fan that you are inside and allow that to come out. It's refreshing and it feels damn good.
I was going to tell you before you go, Jeff. Look, I don't know if you can see it. It's the BYB Turp House shirts. Turp House is going to be one of the official sponsors for BYB now, because they're sponsoring the network and stuff. And I'm gonna tell Jay to send you one of these, dude, because these are badass shirts, man. It's got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, because look, BYB, man. I'm trying to tell you, next year, once everything's opened up, we'll be sitting in Miami. We'll say next December, me and you at a bar, laughing our asses off. Oh yeah, when they have become where they're going. The Trigon, the Trigon, they're going to be at the top of it, and we're going to be laughing our asses off because. Yeah, but anyway, man, hey, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. And for all you fans out there, thank you for tuning in to Inside the Mind of Fighting with Cody Travis. Man, Jeff the Superfan here is super stoked that you guys took some time out of your day to spend it with he and I, and with Jake, who happens to be stormed out. I hope that he's doing okay as well. But for all of you fans out there in the world, stay tuned. I am Jeff the Superfan, and I am signing out. Thank you.
Brother.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. About knocked my whole camera down. I got so pumped up right there. You see that? Anyway, man. Thanks so much, man. Thank you.
I don't know how to
All
sign
right,
out
guys.
of here. My super blooper self here. You're gonna have to kick me out on my ass.
I'm trying to figure out that Jake was doing that. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on. Okay, guys. So Jake was on here and he had a power outage and we kind of lost him. And I got Richard the Cure on. He said Richard is the BKFC fighter that got knocked out a few weeks ago, but he wants to fight the BYB podcast guy. I don't think it's going to work because he never has service, but I'm going to add him to the stream to see if I can talk to Richard for a second. Let's see if Richard's coming to the screen. It says Richard the Cure. But all right, guys. So Richard the Cure is a BKFC fighter that Nate Shook signed. I want y'all to all go look at his last fight. This guy's been begging to fight me. He's messaged me and everything, and I'm like, bro, let's fight. Look, he can't even show up to the fight. Look, he can't even show up to the contest. He's been texting me all day. I'm going to come on your show. I'm going to talk shit to you. I'm going to do all this shit. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. If you ever talk about Nate Shook like that, Cody. Oh, I don't know what's happening, Brittany. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. He told me today that because I talked bad about Nate Shook today, that he was personally going to come on my show, humiliate me. Then he was going to get on an airplane. He's going to fly down here. He's going to beat me up. And then I was going to make him dinner afterwards. That's what he told me. So he's not on here again, obviously, guys. So I was giving him a chance because I needed some entertainment from Richard today. So everybody, now on, I want everybody to do this right here. Don't call Richard the Cure anymore. Call him Mr. NyQuil because he goes to sleep all the time. And ask Mr. NyQuil, the BKFC Nate Shook approved fighter. Nate Shook approved fighter, guys. You know how hard it is to have a Nate Shook approved fighter? A Nate Shook approved fighter wants to fight me, and we're ready to do it. We're ready to do it. What does he say? I wonder what's the better odds, him actually showing up or Josh Burns and Sam? Yeah, Dan, he's not. I was giving him a chance. I really was. I was like, you know what? He wants to really talk shit to me because Dan was in the group chat with us the other night. And everybody like, wait, is Richard on? Richard, are you here? I don't know. I think the Cure has left the building. But Dan was in the group chat the other day. Richard said, yo, Cody, man. He was like, man, I can't even order a taco, man. Everybody wants to fight me now, man. I don't know what to do. He said, what should I do? Guys, this is a guy that's trying to fight me. He said, Cody, can you manage me and I fight you at the same time? True story. Swear to God, I showed it last week on the show. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'll manage you and fight me. But look, I'm going to knock you out in the second round. And this was our conversation, guys, before I go off, because obviously he's not going to come on. He said, if you knock me out in the second round, bro, are you still going to manage me afterwards? I was like, yeah, bro. So Richard lost the contest tonight. Richard is not here, guys. And also, that's my cool BYB shirt that I was trying to hang up, but it didn't work out behind me. We're setting up my studio outside. We got cool shit coming. Can't announce everything until stuff happens. But everybody go to Richard, Mr. NyQuil, message the matchmaker, Nate Shook, and say, please let Mr. NyQuil fight Cody Travis. And then after he fights Cody Travis, I'm talking about a backyard fight. Then he's got to fight Clay. He's got to fight Dan Stevens. He's got to fight all kinds of people, guys. There's a long list of people he's got to fight. So we got to talk to the matchmaker, guys. So everybody reach out to the matchmaker. And also, before I go off, Jay Davis, Turf House Farms, best CBD Delta on the market. Also, I want to say this to him. He's got a fighter out there named Seth. That's a badass kid. This kid's going to be down there ready to fight BYB. He was supposed to fight on this coming up BYB card. Really supposed to fight on it. And somebody backed out of a fight and he didn't get to, so he's missing out on it. So if anybody knows a 135-pound guy that wants to scrap with a badass, you got to get with Jay because they're for the next card. We want him to fight in BYB. So y'all get with Jay on that because I told Jay we got to get Seth fighting. So we're going to do that. Everybody go to turfhousefarms.com and do the promo code Blunts and check the Delta stuff out. I can tell you right now, guys, I witnessed a guy that's never smoked weed or anything in his life eat some gummies and get fucked up where he didn't even know where it was at. That's how strong these gummies are. So check the Turf House Farm gummies out for sure. Yeah. So we'll sit down and we'll do all that stuff and we'll get everything going. And guys, thank you for coming tonight. But it is true. You will be. I don't know if it's next week. It'll be Monday and I think Wednesday night or something. There'll be some cool BYB shit going out for me. And there's gonna be some live shows at different bars and locations. Oh yeah, let me break this while we're here. Jay, I'm gonna break it. I don't know the location, but Jay's gonna give you the location. September the 9th, the day before the weigh-ins, there's a smoke bar that does painting in Miami. We're gonna have a wet T-shirt contest, a Turf House BYB wet T-shirt contest. So there's gonna be money. Turf House is gonna be giving out money prizes. There's going to be a joint rolling competition. We're going to have a twerking competition. We're going to have guest judges. We're going to have some celebrity judges in the house. Can't say their names yet, but there's going to be some people that's famous that's going to be there judging. I'm going to be running around going crazy. And if I got the microphone in my hand and there's girls in wet T-shirts, guys, what the fuck you think's about to happen? It's already booked. It's 100% booked. Microphone, judges. We're going to have 5 or 6 judges. And guess what, guys? There's a food truck outside. There's going to be multiple food trucks, good food trucks. There's an alcoholic bar right beside it. All the drinks, all the smoking, all the food you want to eat. And there's going to be some badass girls there. And guess what? King Mo's going to be in the house, a few other people like that. So look, when's the location? Get there because, I mean, I think we're expecting a couple hundred people there. And it's going to be the hot party. We're going to have a bunch of fighters there puffing out, going crazy. Hopping the BYB thing up. There's going to be prizes. Jay said there's going to be 100 and something to 200 pre-roll Delta Turf House medically blunts. What the fuck y'all think's going to happen? Look, Cody 420 Travis. What do you think's about to happen, guys? Get there. It's going to be epic. There's not going to be no charge or nothing. We're just hopping it up. We're partying and everything. So, and also, if you know people that want to sponsor this event, there's going to be a lot of people there. Hit us up because we're about to start doing road shows like crazy in Miami. We're going everywhere, guys. So I wanted to let people know that. And let's link these people up and let's get this party started. I know I'm pumped up, guys. Thank y'all. Peace out. It's been fun.